Hey nerds! Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I'm sure some of you may have just signed on and ignored this, but, you probably also noticed that you got 20, orbs and 2018 feathers. That is thanks to the fact that Fire Emblem Heroes apparently won the DICE Awards in the mobile category, which is great. They got Mobile Game of the Year. So congratulations to that, but more importantly, congratulations to us for using the 20 orbs that you're going to get and probably get you a nice mustachioed axe wielder or, whatever really floats your boat at that point. But no, I really wish you the best of luck, guys. What are you going to use that orbs on? If you decide to use your orbs at all, or are you storing them for the winter, much like some sort of bear or squirrel of some sort? Either way, March is going to be crazy, and it's already kind of started off with a bang. There should be a plethora of new monthly quests for you guys to do to get not only orbs, but also stamina potions, all that fun stuff. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Wow, that's dag nabbit. Anyways, so let's go over what is coming, because March 8th will most likely be Update Day, and leading up to it, we have a lot of things to go over, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So this is the kind of what to look forward to in the coming week as we march towards a big update that will include 2 new game modes, weapon refinements, but mostly those sweet, sweet game modes. Also, of course, another summoning banner that will have new characters. All right, so let's start here. So first, let's start with the, what today is. Well, technically what today is, it's still technically, like March, February here was going to get March. Anyways, so March 1st, Voting Gauntlet Shadow in the Mirror starts. That, of course, is at 11 p.m. So, PST. So just consider that March 2nd if you're not in, the west coast of the United States or anything along the lines there. Anyways, moving on from that, of course, great place to get feathers and, coins. From there, we have March 2nd, which will include the second legendary fodder banner, as I like to call it. These are usually units that have great skills, and you can get them at a reasonable price. Or at least get them easier at a reasonable price, including, hopefully, several characters that might have some really nice skills to bring along in case you need them. So, all in all, legendary fodder banners are something that I feel might be necessary, but it's really up to you if you decide to roll on them. Because, well, coming up right after that is something even bigger, because it is now the Arvis battle. Yep, that's right. Arvis is returning on the 3rd, and with it will most likely bring new quests. So, as always, when it comes to Grand Hero battles, especially ones that, at least I don't recall if Arvis was actually in the story mode with him, but even still, in case you don't want to use stamina or anything like this, here's another rule, as always. Remove him if you happen to have Arvis at level 40, which most quest lines like that require you to do. All you have to do is just take your Arvis, unequip his weapon, make sure he's in a party by himself, and then set him as your defense team. That way, other people can take advantage of that, and they will hopefully make good use of that and complete those quests without having to use something like, stamina. Just go into Arena Assault, and bam, you're done. Outside of that, let's just move on to the next. Outside of that, that's my new phrase. Outside of that, March 4th, Falchion banner is coming. Yep, that's right, guys. You too can own yourself a Marth, an Alm, a Crom, or a Lucina. I know a lot of you have been looking forward to this. Some of you, for obvious reasons, a lot of you really want Alm. A lot of you are like, I just want him. I need him. He's the best dragon killer right now, and that's actually kind of pretty precise. He's probably the best dragon killer in the game right now when it comes to any of the Falchion users, as long as you get that refinement done. So, yeah, I can definitely see why March 4th is a coveted event, but I will say that this is also a big thing for a lot of you, because when it comes to our good friends over on the summoning pool, I just need to remind you that they're all red. It's going to be a troubling matter to try and pull for specifics there. Oh boy, I'm not so sure I'm going to be ready for that. We will be discussing the perils of trying to roll on that one a little bit closer to March 4th. And when I have all of the math that can be, contributed to that, we'll be going over just how much your odds are getting, to just get any of them. But if you're after any of these units, then by God, pull on it. And I know a lot of people are going to be pulling for Alm because he's just that powerful. Anyways, moving on. March 6th marks the return of the 3 Heroes quest that they do every so often. This time it is featuring Shershi, Gordon, and Sarah. Ooh, I'm really hoping the Sarah one isn't something like, kills a bunch of enemies, because that's gonna be mind-numbingly terrible. Best of luck to those who want to try and do that. Oof, as they say. Oof, indeed. From there, we of course have the bigger things that are coming out. On March the 8th, that of course is the big day, that should be the big day. One, we have new heroes that are arriving. And I also didn't include it, but March 7th should have the day that, that should be the trailer. So if anyone is expecting what new characters are going to be there, it will be on the 7th. Anyways, from the 8th, new heroes will arrive, a new update featuring 2 new game modes, that of course being Brigade and the Gardens. Those, of course, pretty intense looking, gonna be a lot of fun. And also refinements for Soren, Leo, and Erica, of course, the sword-wielding Erica as well. Soren is, of course, getting his own preferential weapon, so, just pick your poison at this point. So if you're going for any of that, if any of that sounds really exciting to you, I hope you're ready, because there's a lot more coming. And then finally, of course, on the 9th, how could we forget about him? Zephiel is going to be returning. And with him, I believe, if I recall correctly, he'll finally have an Infernal mode as well. So that's great. I know one person, I'm looking at you, Dreadful, who is really excited to have this. Probably a lot of people are excited to have Zephiel return, and that makes a lot of sense. His weapon did get an upgrade as well, so hell, why not? And that's about what we have really looking forward to in the next bit of time here. Honestly, the the first portions of the month obviously are going to be a bit slower, but about the time that we hit the 4th, when the Falchion banner kicks in, and then we have, the 8th, which is just a week away, we're going to have a lot to cover. We're going to be covering new weapons, we're going to be covering the new game modes, we're going to be covering, all sorts of other things. I'm looking to see if we can get some friend codes. I'm hoping maybe with the update that maybe they'll increase the amount of friends we can actually have on our friends list, because 50 is not going to be enough. Not in the slightest. And I would really like to have some of your friend codes, here available for me to take part in. But, the Gardens looks great. This is going to be fun. I hope you're all ready. And then, of course, Zephiel's going to be pretty fun, too. I can't wait to see how they're going to ramp up his difficulty when it comes to Infernal. So I'm ready, as SpongeBob once said. All right, so that's basically the end of the month. Well, not the end, the start of the month. And was there anything too exciting in there for you guys, or are you not interested in any of that? Did you use your 20 orbs already in the span of me talking about all of this stuff, or did you just decide to go to bed and call it a day? Either way, March looks to be a lot of fun, and we're just getting started with it, so I'm hoping you all will enjoy what's coming very soon for you. So take your 20 orbs, your 2,000 feathers, and let's begin. Mark the dates. March 8th, guys. Who knows what could be on that banner? And before we actually go into that banner, it looks to be, most likely it will not be a seasonal banner, so it's going to be another bunch of units that have been added and will be added primarily to the summoning pool. But I can't really tell you what it is, because they've been breaking patterns left and right with this stuff. But anyways, catch you nerds later. Thanks for watching.